Pain, suffering, and despair. Any one of those can destroy anyone's life in just a matter of seconds. And it astounds me to know that there are people out there who want to cause this. And specifically referring to a group of persons associated for criminal activity and or other antisocial purpose. And as you know, I am referring to gangs. Gangs destroy lives in every way, and they deeply affect everyone around them in the residences they live in. According to urbanministry.com, it was estimated that 2,500 gangs were active in the United States of America. Now, this alone is scary. So many gangs out there, and they all want to do one thing. And that thing is to make our lives as miserable as possible. Now, I'm going to show you this clip real quick.
This is the home of the Acacia Block Crips, one of LA's smaller gangs. They have survived through brutality and clever alliances with larger gangs.
Yeah, Crip. That's all we get at. Backbone murder squad. Check his meat, man. Burn it. Yeah.
This man's name is Pooh. Acacia's 30-year-old leader. The hood he runs lies just 10 blocks from Compton Saya School.
Like the heart of the hood right here. It's where we hang at, get shot at, get arrested at, shoot people, whatever. Everything happens.
Did you just hear what he said? Where we get shot at, where we hang at, where we shoot people at? That's despicable in any way possible. And now I'm going to share with you a story on why I am so affected by this. And I want to stand out as strongly as possible to these gangs. Back when I was 8 years old, I lived in New Jersey, South Jersey. And in that area, there were a lot of criminal activity going on. And I was out working on my jump shot for basketball when I tried to find a court, because all the courts nearby were packed. So I came across an abandoned court and I started working on my jump shot. But I didn't know I was on a gang turf. And when they came back, they did not let me off easily. The gang, when the gang came back, they ruthlessly beat me up. And they pushed me into the dumpster to where I got this scar. It may not be as visible, but there are many stitches here, and you see right here. Yeah. So, I was practically bleeding to death when one lone helpful man came to my side, and his name was Tracy Hayes. Tracy was a simple trash man, but he had big dreams. He wanted to be a recording artist, and he was working on his rap game very hard. So, when Tracy came to pick up the trash on the court, he saw me. He instantly rushed me to the hospital, and it saved my life. Tracy has been my hero, and I will never forget what he has done. But 2 years after that, I learned Tracy was killed by the same gang. The same gang. I was very upset, and I could not deal with it at all. And Tracy was my friend. And how they just killed him like that, even though he was finally getting his life in order to save his family and his friends from the poverty. And I want to repay Tracy for everything he did. Because Tracy was a hero. And he had such big dreams. And he saved me, but I couldn't do anything for him. And that's why I want revenge on these gangs. For taking away my friend, my hero. That's why. Gangs cause many problems in our society. The property damage they cause, their illegal trade in drugs, and the senseless violence they commit. And I want to convince you that something should be done about these gangs. Some action should be taken. Some methods must be used to get rid of them, so nothing that happened to Tracy never happens again. First off, it's the property damage they cause. Graffiti is the name for images or lettering, scratched, scrawled, or painted on any surface. As you see here, this is a prime example of the inappropriate, repulsive methods they use to mark their territory. This also affects the city. The more gangs take over, the less people want to live there. And the less people want to live there, the less money the city gets. And when the city is bankrupt, it can't perform simple tasks such as trash pickup without asking for more taxes and money for its residences, who then in part, because of the money increase, want to leave, which makes the city even poorer. It's like one big domino effect with what they cause. My second topic is the illegal trade. Gangs trade with all other people across the United States to get things such as drugs and weapons. And both are up in the coming years as of this chart right here. So if you go down to Pennsylvania, you can see that everything is on an increase across the board in each different year. I want to say that if we get rid of the gangs, then that would definitely help getting rid of the drug, getting rid of our drug and illegal weapon problems in our cities. This would help because so many lives wouldn't be lost. My third topic is perhaps the worst of them all. It has to do with the senseless murder that goes on when these gangs are active. I would like to say that gang violence is one of the leading causes to the huge homicide numbers. Replaced by the medical center of Oakland, California, 60% of homicide deaths are in large areas are caused by juvenile confrontation, otherwise known as gang violence. But my plan is not to completely eradicate these gangs, because many of the gang members are young ages, such as 16 to 25, and they still have a chance to make it through life. And I want to give them a chance so that they can redeem themselves in this world and make something of their lives, so they won't be a disappointment to anyone, and they can truly follow their dreams. So, instead of killing them,